Guys, I told you guys I had an innovative product that was out here that I thought that you would truly appreciate. And what I mean by that is we all use our computers, and there's a mouse that I found at the Consumer Electronics Show, and we discussed it, we shared it while we were at CES, but we never got a chance to really talk about it. But I met the managing director and the CEO of the company, and it's a mouse by a company called Lexip, Lexip. And the cool thing about this is it has a joystick, and the joystick will allow you to move forward or backwards, and you can scroll your screen up or down. And if you press up or down, you can change your tabs from left to right. Now, I'm pretty sure in the configurations, you can do so much more with it. But without further ado, I was able to get this guy all the way from France. Bonjour, au revoir, all that good stuff. I don't want to say the wrong words, but I do have the managing director that just come out and hang out with us. His name is Hugo Lloyd. Hugo, how are you, man?
I am doing very great. Thank you, Corey, for having me. And you said all of the right words. Thank you for that. And, nice to see you again.
Man, I love it, man. So quickly, can you tell us what Lexip is? Like, I saw this mouse at CES, but let the audience know, what is Lexip?
All right. So Lexip is a hardware manufacturing and design company. And the mission that we set for ourselves is to connect people in a more intuitive way with their PCs, machines, consoles, and so on. And you named it. The mouse that we're going to talk about today is a very good example of what we're building at Lexip, making it easier for people using computers.
Cool. So I have a video that I would like to share. And with us sharing this video, once we come back, we're going to dive into it. All right. So it's about 1 minute, and we're going to just see what it is and what does it do. And don't be discouraged, because I know it says gaming, but this is for business professionals or just a casual user. Is that correct, Hugo?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right. Without further ado, let me introduce you the Lexip Np93.
Challenge the rules with your programmable joystick mouse to zoom, reload, instantly adjust your DPI, and perform the best shots of your life. Also, plastic is over. Lexip Np93 Alpha glides on a ceramic surface that removes more friction than ever. Less friction means less misclicks in League of Legends, Fortnite, Overwatch, Apex, and many more. Lexip Np93 Alpha also comes with two weight adjusters, a 12,000 dpi optical sensor, ultra-durable click switches, and a 16 million colors RGB lighting system. Are you ready to enter the new dimension? Begin your trip on the link down below.
All right. Hugo, that was a lot to unpack. I know a lot of people are like, what is DPI? I saw gun shooting. This does not, I don't get all of that.
Yeah.
So can you kind
this
of
commercial is so much gaming. Commercial is so much gaming. So I need to tell you a story about that.
Okay.
We had at start, we started Lexip with a Kickstarter campaign. I'll come back to it. And we had so many people wanted to, just use the mouse to make their life easier with their computer. As you mentioned, just casually switching the tabs instead of having to tediously click, maybe sometimes on the wrong tab, more intuitively scroll through long web pages and those kind of things. And then people, wanted more from the mouse, and they asked us, okay, could it be that this mouse could also make the gaming more intuitive for us? And this is what we developed next, allowing people to use both the same mouse for work and play. And we were really surprised that a lot of users now use the same mouse to work and to have their nice time with their family, friends, and so on in gaming. So that's where that new commercial comes from.
Okay. So how does it work for the business person? Can you share your screen and show us how does it work? Because as I was saying earlier, it comes with a joystick on the side of the mouse. And I think that's what really, shocked me, or,
Yeah.
I didn't understand. So there's this joystick on the side that allows you to switch tabs, allows you to scroll up and down. How does all of that work? That I think that's something that we want people to walk away with and saying, this is why it's cool.
Yeah. All right. So, when you're holding the mouse, when you're holding the Lexip mouse, really the way you would hold any mouse, right, with your hand, the joystick will just fall right below your thumb, right? And thanks to all the smartphones, iPhones, and so on that we're using right now, we're very used to doing very simple movements with the thumb, which is a very mobile finger, right? And usually when we're using a phone, we're used to having the kind of screen follow the movements of our finger, right? And that works pretty much the same way with the joystick on the mouse, so that you can take that easy feeling on your computer. So here's Lexip's website, right? Like any kind of website, it's a long web page, right, that you can scroll through. So the tedious method is to take the bar at the right of the screen, right, and just grab it and move it. So that's the 1990s method, when the mice didn't even have a scroll wheel, right? But here, instead of just using the scroll wheel and to have to go many back and forth with your middle finger, here you just have to push on your thumb, push forward, and you'll move up, right? Push backward and you'll move down, right? You can do it slow and you can do it quick, right? Slow and quick, exactly the way you would slide through a web page on your smartphone, and it makes it so much easier than the scroll wheel. And the same thing also happens for switching side to side in a web browser. When you want to change tabs on your web browser, you will have to click on the tab you want to visit, right? So right now I'm on the Lexip website. Let's say I want to move to the next tab in my web browser. With a normal mouse, what you're going to have to do is move your cursor from your work zone. Let's say I'm reading that text, right? And then I'm going to have to move my cursor from the center of the screen to the tab zone, click on the right tab, right? And then move back to whatever text I want to read, right? So this is the... okay, that wasn't expected. Let's say this one, right? So I'm reading that awesome Gizmodo article, right? So moving back and forth between the tab zone and the work zone at the center of the screen, right? And when you have many different tabs, that may become quite bothersome, right? Because you don't even have full title for each tab. You don't remember which tab you want to switch to, right? And sometimes, instead of clicking on the tab, you're going to click on the cross of the tab, right? And then shoot, you've lost your tab. And it takes so long to salvage your tab from your history, right? But with the side joystick, all you have to do is, glide side to side your thumb, and then, thumb to the left means tap to the left, and thumb to the right means tap to the right, right? And that
all you're doing is flicking the control of the joystick, and I'm showing the joystick on the screen right now. All you're doing is thumbing up and down on the joystick. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Thumb down, which is also a little bit like thumb to the left, is tap to the left, and thumb up is tap to the right, right? And it really feels like just, gliding through your different tabs. And it's so much more comfortable combined with the analog scrolling switch, like joystick forward and joystick backward, right? It really makes you feel like you're holding your web page inside your hand, right? In the palm of your hand.
I'm going to show some pictures of this mouse, and on the screen, that's the joystick that we're discussing and we're talking about right now. So you're flicking up and down to switch tabs, and you're pressing forward and backwards to make the screen scroll up or down. Is that, I hope I'm saying that correct, right?
That is very correct.
It's the Lab Tech Show. We're talking tech. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at the labtechshow.live.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.